trip up to central part of Cali, about a 4-hour trip, and I came home and I crashed. I went to a party, and now I'm coming in the kitchen looking for something to eat. Slim pickings. What do you do when you have slim pickings and you still want something good? Well, I looked in the refrigerator. I have refried beans, and when they get cold, after you fried them a couple of times, they get like congealed. Perfect for what I want to make today. So I have some corn tortillas. I always have a supply. I have some canola oil heating up. And what am I going to do with it? I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do with it. This is Poor Man Eats Today, eating on a budget 101, the end of the month or the end of the dollar. Look in the refrigerator, and what do you find? I have some pepper jack cheese, and I was going to make tostadas. But I have plenty of tomatoes, but I have no lettuce. So I said, what's a tostada without lettuce? I'll make a taco, a bean taco. And that's the best part of a tostada anyway. My husband did not like tostadas because he said, whoever thought about tostadas? Those are the worst, what did he say? The worst thing because they're just, they fall apart the minute you bought them. He goes, I don't know who thought of that, but that he didn't like them. He would say, if you're going to make me a tostada, just break up the shells on the paper, on a plate, and then put the beans and lettuce and cheese, and I'll eat it like a taco salad. So that's what he did. But I was raised on them. I love them. But I don't have lettuce. And I don't like to see a tostada shell with nothing on it unless it's lettuce and the whole works. So what am I doing here? I have my beans are cold, so it's guaranteed that they're not going to run. And I have cut some jack cheese, Monterey Jack cheese. And I'm going to fold this over. And it's a quick meal. I took a nap, and I just woke up and I said, I want something quick. So I'm making these deconstructed tostadas. And I even have rice. I thought maybe I'll put rice. Rice pops, so I'm not putting any rice. And I'm going to cut the cheese thinner because you learn as you go. And this is too thick. So I'm just going to make I'll make 4 for good measure. So I took my tortillas. I fanned them around the plate. I put them in the microwave 50 seconds so that they will not crack when I fold them over. I don't want them cracking. So let's get our beans. And you don't have refried beans, but you can go look in your pantry, and if you see a can of Rosita or Rosarita beans that are cold, this is perfect too. You can do that. So there we go. How easy is this? This is an easy, quick budget meal when you have nothing in the refrigerator. Maybe your friend showed up and they're hungry. Let's get, what's there to eat? I don't have anything to eat. I have some cheese, some tortillas, beans. Make these. I guarantee you they'll love it. Who doesn't love cheese, beans, and fried tortilla, right? So, okay, let's go over here. And I have my oil heated. I'm going to take you over here. And you need to know it's hot enough by seeing if it's shimmering, if it's smoking, it's too hot. No, it needs to be amped up a little. So I'm going to turn it a little higher. In the meantime, I'm going to bring you over here again because I am making quick salsa. I roast my vegetables and I throw them in the refrigerator, my garden vegetables. So I have some tomatoes that I roasted, and I'm going to throw in a couple of chilies from my garden to make a quick salsa just for the tostadas. I mean the taco tostada. Bean tacos. Tacos Dorados. And I'm just going to put, of course, you know me, I'm going to put a little bit of chili, lime, maybe salt in here. And then I'm going to blend it up. But it's not plugged in, so it's not going to do any darn good, huh? Let me see what's going on here. Oh, it's My food processor's plugged in, not my. There we go. That's done. Because you need a little salsa. If you don't want to go through the trouble making a whole batch, just throw some tomatoes and a couple of chilies in there. Then you get something to drain them. If you like, you can get some avocado and dice it up. Make a pico de gallo, dice some tomatoes, some jalapenos, fresh jalapenos if you have them, some fresh onion, and diced avocado, and you have yourself a quick pico. So let me get my palm. And if you want to put sour cream or crema in there, you can do that too. So let me get my sour cream out. Make it up as you go along. If you have anything in your pantry, this is repurposing the pantry ingredients. You just look in your refrigerator, and who doesn't like this melted cheese? Tacos Dorado, fried bean tacos. So let's come back here for a minute. Like I said, you have your fresh salsa, if you have avocado, candy. And I just want to tell you that I did wash my hands right before I did this. I don't wash my hands on camera, folks, for those of you who require some time. And even if I did, it's my meal. I'm the only one eating it. So, just FYI. So here I have this. And then I have my fresh salsa that I'm going to pour into a dish. And it's nothing fancy. It's just a salsa, tomato, and a couple of peppers. That's all. And it's basically just, you can get some, let me get a little garlic. Oh, you know me and my garlic pepper and garlic sauce. Always gotta have it for cat. Let's come back over to our tacos. And I'm just making an order. It's like, I'm not making it for the whole family. Look at that. Those fried, toasted, deep fried beef. That cheese, melty cheese. And I'm going to put this underneath. Catch some of that oil. Hold it sideways. Catch the excess. And there's just 4. That's all you need. And I'm just going to tap this with my napkin. Get the excess oil off there. So you probably have these down. Some of you might have this in your refrigerator as we speak. Go get it. Make yourself something yummy. Let me get a fork. And I have my sour cream here. All the days there. And I'm going to stir this. Real quick. If you have a squeeze of lemon, you can squeeze lemon in there. I just put that lemon pepper. So here we go. Hello, hello, Virginia. How are you today? We're going to bring our tacos. Frijoles refritos dorados. Look. Melted cheesy goodness. And all I'm going to do is get some of this cream, this sour cream. You could do Mexican crema. But just stir it up so it can get soft. When you stir your sour cream, it smooths out. And you could put it on top of your tacos, or you can put them in your tacos. Whatever suits your fancy. And also, let me see. For my salsa. And I'm just gonna put my salsa, let's see, like in here. I'm gonna get a little dollop of daisy. Put a little dollop of daisy there. Get a couple of dollops. And I'm gonna get some of my avocado bits. Throw that in for good measure to make guacamole, but you have it deconstructed right now. You have the salsa, and there you go. Easy as that. And my other ones are ready to come out. Look how easy that. Just fry it. I have enough oil in there to fry half of it and then just turn it around and it's done. And these beans are next level. When you toast them, you're deep frying those beans. Look at that. All you college students, all you have is tortillas and beans because you make nothing but bean burritos. You could do this with flour tortillas too, you know. Make a big old bean quesadilla. So there you go. We're going to come back here though, because you know. There they are. Bean tacos dorados, that means deep fried. You have deep fried. And if you want to put more salsa on top, go for it. For that. I don't know how hot it is. I only added a couple. But they're my chili peppers. You never know how hot they are. But look at that. Mmm. Mmm. A little spicy, but delicious. What's not to love? You don't always want a bean burrito. Sometimes you want tacos. Now you can have a bit of both. Been in Deb's kitchen. Dinner served. I'm gonna eat two. Two I'll leave for someone else who comes along. And if they don't eat them, you know what I do? I put them in the Ziploc, put them in the refrigerator in the morning. Take them out and throw them in the air fryer and they're crisp up just like new. But you've been in Deb's kitchen with frijoles, tacos de frijoles dorados, that's deep fried. For a quick protein-packed, protein in your beans, your avocados, and some good old salsa. And you're good to go in Deb's kitchen. So go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share, send me some comments. Hi there, hi there. And Virginia, my old faithful, you love these? Yes. Try it. You'll like it. I guarantee you it's delicious. If you like tostadas, but you hate biting into them because they crumble all over the place, And these are not going anywhere, honey. You'll put the lettuce and tomato in here too. Have a blessed evening. Budget friendly, repurposing kitchen, refrigerator ingredients. Simple, but simply delicious in Deb's Kitchen. Bye.